Hello everyone, my name is Cheryl and this is Pinay Abroad. Today I'm going to discuss the very big difference between the Philippine postal system and the US postal system. Now, one of the biggest comparison that I can pretty much put it out there, and it's no secret to us Filipinos who used to live or lives in the Philippines, that the Philippine postal system is not as reliable as we would like them to be. For example, last year I stayed in the Philippines for about 6 months. And through the course of that 6 months, I got 3 packages that was supposed to be delivered via Philippine Postal Services. Mind you, these packages came from abroad. Out of the 3 packages that's supposed to arrive from them, only 2 arrived. The one that didn't have any kind of tracking number mysteriously disappeared. The thing is, I received one notice that's like, for a package. And then when I came to the postal office, the person that I usually talk to claim my packages said that that particular notice was supposed to be from one package that I already received. Anyway, and besides that, the first package that I was supposed to receive last year from the Philippines, while I was staying in the Philippines, had problems. For one, we received a notice dated 3 weeks ago when we received it. And when I received it, it was already being sent due to non-reply. And there's like 2 notices already, pretty much like the first one, then the second one. The second one was already 3 weeks old. So the first one was even older than that, and we just received it like that week. So I went to the postal office to claim it, and they said that the package is being sent out or sent back to the sender already. So anyway, that got resolved and all that, but then again, it's a big hassle that why did I receive a notice 3 weeks late? So basically, yeah, if you are in the Philippines, I would advise, if you are sending a package to the Philippines, I would advise you don't use the Philippine Postal Services. I know they are hurting right now because of financial budget concerns, but if the service is unreliable, how can you actually expect your customers to actually trust you with their belongings or parcels and letters, diba? Or as you would like to say, this is a very, very this service is very important to people, and you should be able to trust this service. And if Philippine Postal Services cannot provide a sense of security for their customers, I suppose no one will actually bother using them. So if you are going to send any packages to the Philippines, I really advise that you try to avoid Philippine Postal Services. Not to mention, they have, for some reason, I don't really get why they can't really explain how they tax certain packages. Anyway, that's a long story by itself. But from my experience, I don't know how they do it, but they tax me. If you are working for the Philippine Postal Services, and if you have a link on how they tax stuff, please comment below. So, if you're sending packages, I advise that you take any other means like LBC, Zend, and many other courier services instead of that. Courier service is pretty much like another alternative in the Philippines. That way, you have a tracking number, and it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll receive it within a week. If you're outside Metro Manila. So, if you're within Metro Manila or in the same region as where you are sending it, it's pretty much guaranteed in like days. So, how I compare the postal system here in the US from my experience. So the thing is, there have been mishaps with USPS, the United States Postal Services here. Well, from my experience, my uncle sent me a package once of Filipino goodies my parents sent me, and he sent it priority. It's supposed to be received in like 4 days or something. And the package ended up being received, or we have the tracking number and all that, so when they were able to track the package, it was already 4 weeks. 3-4 weeks then, when I received it. The thing is that the reason why my uncle sent it through priority was because there was perishable items inside the package, and we were hoping that to enjoy them, and yet we weren't able to because, it was long expired by the time I received them. Besides that, there have been packages that, supposed to arrive at a certain date, but it didn't. But the thing is, unlike my experience with the Philippine Postal Services, they were able to locate it and still send it to me. Another big difference I found with the USPS service is that you can have yourself registered at the USPS. For example, in the course of 5 years I have here, I have at least moved 4 times. Pretty much from one residence to the other. Now, one of the dilemmas when you move around is, of course, you're going to worry if someone sends you something, or if you're expecting a package or something, that it might be sent to the old address and you might not receive it. The thing is, here in the US, you can register yourself if you're moving. Pretty much, it's like a moving notice. If you're a call center agent, you probably know about this. Basically, what we did, our family does every time we move, is there's a form. You can just download it from the internet, or, do it online, I believe, or go to the postal office and fill up the form there. And pretty much it will ask you your old address, if you're moving the whole family, or just like a number of people in that house. In our case, I used to live in my in-laws for a while, and then we moved to our own apartment. So we have to file one form for each person that moved out from that house down to our own apartment. So we did that and registered. So we did that 4 times. And recently, that's the thing. When they keep track of our moving notices, I believe. And I did something recently that's a little, I didn't expect it to, I didn't really notice it, because I paid, if you guys are aware of Home Shopping Network, I ordered something from a Home Shopping Network, HSN here, and I paid through PayPal. The thing is, when it asked for my information, it, for some reason, registered my very old address. And I didn't even notice that. So that package took longer than expected to arrive, which is not really that much longer, but it's supposed to arrive. Most packages that I order from California or something will arrive within a week or less. And this package took more than about 10 days, 11 days to actually arrive since I ordered it. And the thing is, apparently, when I saw the package, it finally made sense why it took so long. The address that was that HSN used for my package was an old address that where we used to live. And USPS tracked down our most recent address and then sent it to us. Which is like, if you were in my shoes, you would really appreciate that, especially if you paid for something to be delivered to you, or a product that you purchase yourself. You will appreciate that they have that certain quality and diligence when it comes to their service, that they will, even though I wrote down, for some reason the wrong address was processed with my HSN order, they still sent it to me. So yeah, I guess that's the biggest comparison that I can biggest comparison I can tell you guys when it comes to the postal service here and postal service back in the Philippines. Hope that was helpful, and if you have comments, suggestions, and any kind of clarifications that about what I said, please do post below or comment below, and I will be happy to check them out. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys later. Mabuhay!